So let's talk about lust. What's shaking, Warfighter Nation? Ron here with Warfighter Ranch and Isaiah 6'8". Today's headspace and timing, it's all about headspace and timing. I get asked a lot what the best advice I can give is from different people wanting to join our nation's military. Our own kids, our bonus kids, friends' kids, neighbors' kids, relatives' kids, and even some 20-somethings from time to time. I used to offer little nuggets like study hard and try to become the honor grad of your AIT class, shoot expert at the range, max out your PT test, study correspondence courses, take local college courses, compete in Soldier of the Month boards, and volunteer for everything. And yes, while that's all still very sage advice, the times have changed a little bit, haven't they? When I look at issues in the news or in the media or anything really that's happening, I always apply it through the filter of the Warfighter Nation. How does that affect my people? Well, yesterday I saw something that just made my blood boil. One of our sons sent it to us. It's just a short video of a woman attempting to justify her warped thoughts on sexual consent. Now, before anybody gets their panties in a wad, allow me to explain. This woman stated that if a woman had the right to say no before sex, which she does, that she then reserved the right to still say no after the act had been completed. What this essentially means is that if she has a one-night stand and wakes up with a degree of regret, buyer's remorse, or just realizes it was a dumb thing to do, that she then has the right to somehow go back in time and revoke that consent, labeling the guy a rapist and effectively ruining his life.
If you have no problem with a woman changing her mind before sex, then you shouldn't have a problem with her changing her mind after sex.
While I'm the first person to defend a woman who's been sexually assaulted, molested, harassed, or otherwise inconvenienced, I do not now, nor will I ever back this woman's theory, her proposed theory. It completely removes any and all personal accountability. Now, for the guys. Gentlemen, if you're old enough to sign on the dotted line, you're old enough to hear this, and somebody should have told you well before now. You are definitely past the age of accountability, and the government will not hesitate to staple you to a wall if you give them a reason to. Truth be told, I've never really liked the term military sexual trauma, MST. It's all acronymed up, kind of soft. Honestly, I just prefer they didn't dress it up so much and call it exactly what it is. In-service rape. That's right. In-service rape. Because when a civilian or somebody outside the community asks me what does MST mean, and I say military sexual trauma, they're like, what does that exactly mean? And I say in-service rape. And they're like, oh, I totally get it now. Sounds a lot nastier, doesn't it? Doesn't roll off the tongue quite so nice. Maybe it should. If you engage in this sort of activity, you're not a hero, you're not a stud, or anything else that someone in the barracks might have told you. You, sir, are a rapist, a criminal, a degenerate human being, a thief. Because you took something that wasn't yours. At that point, you're not really a warfighter anymore. Matter of fact, you might want to get used to a new title, inmate. Now, allow me to paraphrase. At the end of the day, the best advice I could give any prospective warfighter is this: do not be the reason for a fellow warfighter's service connection.